to this training lesson devoted to employment. The mission is currently in active pause state. Press space when you are ready to start. The F5E can employ a wide range of 2.75-inch rockets that can be loaded in LAU-68 or LAU-3 rocket pods. These rockets can be used against light armored and unarmored targets. The LAU-68 contains 7 2.75-inch rockets, and the LAU-3 contains 19 2.75-inch rockets. 2 LAU-68 rocket pods are installed on the outboard wing pylons. For efficient training, unlimited ammo is enabled for this mission. Using the mode rotary switch located under the gun sight, select the man mode with the right mouse button or forward key. Rotate clockwise the reticle depression knob to set the reticle depression to 14 mils by using the right control plus right bracket and right control plus left bracket keys or the mouse wheel. Depression angle corresponds to the following rocket employment conditions. Roll-in altitude is 5,000 feet over target. Roll-in speed is 350 to 370 knots. Dive angle is 20 degrees. Release altitude is 1,500 feet. Airspeed at the moment of rocket release is 400 knots. The target altitude above sea level can be found with the help of the map, which is opened by pressing F10. Place the mouse cursor over the target, and in the upper left corner of the screen, the altitude at the spot is displayed. Your target is located in grid LM28, and it has an MSL elevation of 1,700 feet. If you selected metric units in game options, then to get the altitude of the target in feet, divide the elevation in meters by 3 and then multiply by 10. The target altitude must be added to the mentioned above roll-in and release altitudes. Check that the altimeter is set to the pressure in reference to sea level. Press left Alt plus B to open the briefing, and in the weather section, find QNH pressure. Set the altimeter to 29.35 using the pressure set knob. Use the left Alt plus left Shift plus A and left Alt plus left Shift plus S keys or the mouse wheel. Press space to continue. When the altimeter is set to the pressure in reference to sea level and taking into account the target's altitude above sea level, the following parameters can be calculated. Roll-in altitude is 6,700 feet over target. Roll-in speed is 350 to 370 knots. Dive angle is 20 degrees. Release altitude is 3,200 feet. Airspeed at the moment of rocket's release is 400 knots. Remember or write down these numbers. Set the external store switch to the rocket dispense position by using the left mouse wheel or with the left control plus left shift plus left bracket keys. Select the LAU-68 rocket pods on the outboard pylons by toggling corresponding pylon switches to their upper positions. Do this by using the mouse or the left control plus left shift plus 2 and left control plus left shift plus 6th keys. Unguided rockets are ready to be employed. Press space when you are ready to start flight. Fly a course of 74 degrees at an altitude of 6,700 feet. Maintain a speed of 400 knots. now flying over Kataisi. In front of us is a distinct landmark, a lake, at which two target groups are located. Attack either. Reduce your airspeed to 350 to 370 knots, and check that your altitude is 6,700 feet. Fly slightly to the right of the lake, over the mountain ridge, until the target has passed by the left canopy frame and is at your 10 o'clock. Have a look in the briefing tab, left Alt plus B, that illustrates your attack run. Once the target is at your 10 o'clock, start rolling in while chopping the throttles to idle. Enter a dive and fly the aircraft to place the center reticle pipper below the target. As you dive towards the target, the pipper will walk over the target. Once the pipper is over the target, fly the aircraft to keep it there while diving. Once at the required release altitude of 3,200 feet, press and hold the bum's rocket button, right Alt plus space, and recover from the dive with a 4G pull-up. This pull-up must happen within 2 seconds after weapon release. Target is destroyed. Here is how to use the guns against the second group of ground targets. Come to a course of 250 degrees and climb to 6,700 feet. Using the reticle depress knob, set a depression angle of 12 mils using right control plus right bracket and right control plus left bracket, or the mouse wheel. Depression angle corresponds to the following gun's employment conditions. Roll in altitude is 5,000 feet over target. Roll in speed is 350 to 370 knots. Dive angle is 20 degrees. Start firing altitude is 1,500 feet. Airspeed at the moment of firing is 400 knots. Taking into account target altitude above sea level, start rolling in at an altitude of 6,700 feet and open fire at an altitude of 3,200 feet by pressing space. Attack the second group of ground targets. Target hit. In this flight, the rocket salvo settings was set up by the ground crew. Various rocket release modes can be selected while on the ground at the airfield before are starting the engines and power is off. To do this, open the keyboard right shift plus K, and on the armament control page, use right alt plus right shift plus 1 to set up the LAO 3